Hello and thank you for tuning in. We're going to dive right into it. You signed up to get 5 videos on real estate and how to start investing in real estate and gain some more knowledge about how to make money in real estate. So the first thing we're going to talk about is why real estate. Why are we even going to invest in real estate? Many of you tuning in either are very beginning at real estate and looking into investing in real estate. Others have invested in real estate or kind of know what they do and know what they want to get into. We're just going to discuss a few things to get started. We're going to roll this into twofold. So we're going to say why real estate and then the other opportunities for investing in real estate. So as you can see, I talk with my hands a lot. It's okay. We're going to do a simple format here of just table talk discussions. We're not going to get up and do any whiteboards and show you graphs or anything. We're going to give you 5 videos, short and sweet, and get you rolling in your real estate, and then we'll give you some more information from there. So why real estate? Why real estate? What other options do we have? So we got options. You can do stock market. We know how volatile stock market can be, right? And there's precious metals, which we'll talk about a little bit more. I don't dislike precious metals. I don't dislike the stock market. I think that there's avenues to make money in each, right? 401ks, pensions, mutual funds, bonds, things of that nature. Stock market, we'll just talk about really quick, volatile, right? I think there's potential for long-term growth in the stock market via mutual funds, things where you can talk with a financial planner, and in early years you get an aggressive portfolio, then a moderate portfolio, and then you go to a low-risk portfolio. And over the long term, you can become wealthy and you can retire rich. Same thing with mutual bonds, where you can get a government-backed bond for long term, and you can make money off that, but it's at a very low rate. So you can keep putting money into that. It's your low risk of the stock market, and over a long period of time, you can make a substantial amount of money with compounded interest. But I think the key here for real estate and for you tuning in is we want to live rich and retire rich. We don't just want to retire rich. So we're going to invest in real estate. Precious metals, it's very interdependent on the valuation of a dollar. Dollar goes down, precious metals goes up. Dollar goes up, precious metals goes down. And they're banking on the fact that precious metals will be the currency when there is no dollar. When the valuation of a dollar comes to nil, that precious metals will be the currency. Which you can talk more about later, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think food and shelter and ammunitions is probably going to be the currency if stuff were to get really that bad. So we're going to jump right into it. Why real estate? We're going to go into real estate, what they offer, and how we make money in real estate. So your average returns on real estate, just to quickly throw this out there, and I'm going to say it's very conservative numbers, are 7 to 9%. 7 to 9% are going to be what turnkey properties, and we'll discuss that here in a few minutes, and most of your buy and holds are going to produce 7 to 9%. Now there's a wide variance in that. So when I say that it's very conservative, it depends on what market you're in, what kind of niche you're in. Are you in middle of the road property, or are you in a high-end property where you got great quality tenants and the property is very nice. It's done. There's minimal work into it. You can expect a lower return because you're buying it for the long term. So you get a lower return rate. So you're looking at maybe that's a 6 to 8%. Or you can buy the middle of the road, which is where I found my niche, is where I buy the middle of the road tenants. I get blue collar workers, and I buy houses personally that are in need of some work. Okay, and my average returns on most of my properties are 13% and above. Some of these I get ridiculous return on investments of 30%. But I would say just on your average, if you want to get started and you want to get into turnkey properties, owner-managed properties, things of that nature, you can expect a 7 to 9%. So we discussed two. We discussed turnkey, and we also discussed buy and holds, which is you're the landlord. Okay, you can also wholesale properties. You can flip properties. You can do some seller leasing on properties. There's really a multitude of different things you can do when you get into it. You can buy and sell raw land. You can buy interest on back taxes. You can buy back tax properties. So there's really a whole lot of things you can do, but we're going to kind of focus in on wholesaling, flipping, buy and holds, and turnkey properties for this short video. Okay, buy and hold. You buy the property, It simply states you buy the property, you hold the property. You lease that or you rent that property to a tenant. So you buy the property for, this quick number's sake, $50,000, okay? Your payment with principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, PITI, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, is $500 a month. You rent the property out for $750 a month. You make $250 cash. Usually you got to put 20% down. Now there's different ways where you can go around that, but for the most part you have to put 20% down. Flips. Flips are very volatile. Flips are can be very dangerous. I would not expect somebody to go out and start, my suggestion would be not to go out and start flips. I'm not going to go out and start flipping houses right off the bat where I don't know contractors, I don't know the market, I just know that a property is cheap and I can probably sell it for more, because you don't know what you're going to get into. Somebody might have ripped the copper out of that thing and you're going to be head over heels into this thing, and you're going to be stuck and not be able to get out of it and make money on it, okay? There is some great opportunities. There is money to be made in flips. I think you just got to be a little bit more seasoned into the real estate market before you jump right into that. And we'll discuss that more later on. Wholesaling is a great avenue, especially for beginners. Beginners, you need to beat the street and find out where the deals are. That is your job as a beginner. It's like, what is the market? Where are houses selling? Who's buying these houses? Is it a buy and hold property? Okay, if it is, find a guy that owns 30 rental properties and say, hey, can I look for properties for you? Right? You need to find people that flip houses, and you need to network and make contacts with people that when you find the deal, you're going to go out and you're going to look at these tax sales, you're going to look at these foreclosures, okay? You're going to do direct mail, or what some of these people like to do, bandit signs, okay? Bandit signs, you put a sign in your yard, say, Joe buys houses, right? Leave your phone number, bam. You're going to get a 6% hit ratio on that roughly, and you're going to meet these people, and you're going to find these houses, and you're going to turn these to these people that you've networked with. And these are going to be your buyers that buy and flip, or that's going to buy and hold. You're going to put that property in contract for $25,000, okay? Let's just put numbers out there, $25,000. You're going to go then turn that property over to these buyers, which is going to buy it for $30,000. It's a benefit to them because they don't have to put in the labor intense to go out and find a property. So you're going to find that property for them. You're going to lock it up in contract. You're going to sell it to them for $30,000, leaving enough skin or meat on the bone where they can make money. So the property is going to need $10,000 worth of work. The after repair value is going to be $60,000. Okay, you made quick $5,000, and they are going to put money into it, and let's say they're going to make $20,000, but it's a benefit to them. Right? So they're going to look at you to get started. That's how you're going to get started in this business. You have zero money down, okay? And you're going to be able to lock up a property in contract knowing that you can sell it before the closing date, okay? When you lock it up in contract, you're going to be able to assign, this is key, assign that property to somebody. So you're going to be able to assign it to your new buyer, all right? So that's wholesaling. That's a good way to get started with zero money down. And that's what a lot of these places try to get you, a lot of these people and organizations try to get you with zero money down. That's how you're going to get started. We've talked about buy and holds. Turnkey properties. Turnkey properties are properties where a person has, or a group has purchased a home, rehabbed it, fixed it, put tenants in that home, and sell it to you. So they're usually going to manage the property as well. So they are going to sell you a house that's already fixed, that is already got a tenant in it, and they're going to sell it to you where you can make money right off the bat every single month. So for quick numbers, we'll do a $100,000 house. They're going to sell it to you, and you're going to make $300 a month off that house. And their cut for managing it is going to be a % of gross rental income. So that's definitely an opportunity, definitely something for somebody that wants to get started, somebody that doesn't want to get into this fully with 2 feet and jump in and get rocking and rolling with this. Then you have different ownership financing deals. And I've really started to like these, so I'll do a seller finance note. Meaning I will buy a house. I just put one in contract, we'll say. So I just put one in contract. I'm buying a house for $15,000. I expect it to take about $25,000 to rehab. So I'm going to be at $40,000 into this. I think the top of the market for this house is probably $70,000, and I don't know that I would be able to sell it for that. I would probably take, I've only got 40 in it, so if I were to just to flip it, I would probably take 60 and walk away. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell that house on a seller-backed note for $75,000. Okay, I bought the house for 15. I got 40 in it, right? 20% plus closing costs. Just to give a quick, easy number, is $10,000. $10,000 buys me the property. I'm going to sell that to a buyer on a seller finance note for $5,000 down. So I get 50% of my cash back day one. Okay, I'm going to put a 3-year note on that where they're going to pay me $800 a month. My payment is $400. They're paying me $800. I'm going to allow them to put $200 a month towards their down payment. That profits me $200 a month. Okay? Stay with me here, there's a lot of numbers. So we got $200 a month coming into my pocket, $200 a month going into the down payment. I'm also going to allow them to take that $5,000 towards the down payment. Okay? So after 3 years, at $200 a month, that's $7,200. Plus the $5,000, that is $12,200. Okay? That they get towards the down payment. Okay? So that goes towards the down payment. Obviously, it's already in my bank account. I've already accounted for it. And then I make $7,200 off of it because I'm making that same $200 a month. They own the property, so they're paying water, sewer, trash. They're taking care of everything. They're doing any repairs needed, any painting, any rodents. I mean, anything that needs taken care of, they are taking care of it. I have no landlord responsibilities per se because they are the owners of the house. After 3 years, we're going to finance it out. And they're going to finance it at that $75,000. Okay? So I've made $15,000 more than I would if I sold it at the $60,000. Okay, plus I made that $7,200 on top of that, so we're really selling it for $82,500 because of $7,200 that we've made in monthly payments over 3 years. Okay, so the benefits of that is I like residual income, so I get that $200 residual income month after month. After 3 years, I get the cash out. It's a wash. I get that $25,000 washout payment, and the benefit to that is it's not earned income, meaning I don't have to take it out of my taxes as earned income. At that point, you can use it as a 1031 tax exchange because you've held the property for 3 years. It's in your name technically for 3 years, and then you're going to wash it out and take one big cash out check for that $25,000, but you've accumulated that money over 3 years. So that pays a huge dividend, so you don't have to pay 30% tax on it. So there are the types of financing, okay, or the types of investing in real estate. Flips, wholesaling, buy and hold, seller financing note, okay? And with the buy and hold, you got the turnkey properties and you got the properties that you own. We will discuss these more in depth in the next coming videos and discuss how to get financed and how to get started in real estate right away. Thank you. We look forward to seeing you here soon, and video 2 will be in your mailbox shortly.